Has it ever occurred to you that climbing stairs feels just a little harder than it used to? That lifting groceries takes more effort? Or that standing up after sitting a while leaves your legs slower to respond? If so, you're not alone. Millions of older adults experience a gradual loss of muscle strength, often without realizing it. It's called sarcopenia, the silent muscle loss that creeps in after 60. And the worst part? Most people just accept it as normal aging. But here's the good news: you don't have to. I'm Dr. Adrian Lee, and after more than 30 years working in geriatric health and nutrition, I can tell you this. While aging is inevitable, losing your vitality doesn't have to be. And today I'll show you how 5 ordinary fruits, yes, just fruits, can help you stay stronger, move easier, and protect your muscles naturally. These are not obscure superfoods or expensive supplements. They're everyday foods you can find in any grocery store. They're backed by science. And most importantly, they work. Let's begin with a fruit that might already be on your kitchen counter, yet holds the power to fight inflammation, boost recovery, and support strength from the inside out. 1. Avocado, the creamy anti-inflammatory powerhouse. It's not just heart-healthy, it's muscle-smart. Avocados have long been praised for their heart-healthy fats, but few realize just how powerful this creamy green fruit is for muscle preservation after 60. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which are not only anti-inflammatory, but also help protect muscle cells from breakdown. Inflammation is one of the leading drivers of muscle loss in older adults. It's a silent fire that weakens tissues over time, and monounsaturated fats help put it out. They're also packed with potassium, even more per gram than bananas, which supports muscle contraction and fluid balance. Alongside magnesium, another essential mineral found in avocados, this combo helps prevent cramping, supports coordination, and keeps your heart rhythm steady. But that's just the beginning. Avocados deliver a significant amount of vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that protects muscle fibers from oxidative stress, that gradual cellular wear and tear that ages your body from within. And let's not forget fiber. A single medium avocado provides about 10 grams of fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar, essential for people with diabetes, or anyone trying to avoid energy crashes that affect physical stamina. Scientific research backs this up. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with higher monounsaturated fat intake, like those from avocados, had lower frailty risk and improved walking speed. Another study linked lutein, a plant pigment found in avocados, to enhanced muscle function and coordination. And yes, I've seen this firsthand. One of my patients, Clara, a bright-eyed 72-year-old with a vibrant spirit, began eating half an avocado daily on her daughter's suggestion. Within weeks, she noticed fewer nighttime leg cramps and said her morning walks felt lighter. Serving ideas: slice it over eggs, mash it on whole grain toast with lemon and sesame seeds, or blend it into a smoothie with spinach and almond milk. Even chocolate pudding made with avocado, delicious and completely muscle-friendly. Now that we've explored a soft, calming ally, let's move on to a bold and tart fruit that fights muscle soreness like no other. 2. Tart cherries, the natural muscle recovery tonic. Tiny, sour, and mighty. These cherries may be the closest thing to a muscle recovery drink nature ever made. Tart cherries, not to be confused with sweet cherries, are loaded with anthocyanins, powerful compounds that fight inflammation and accelerate muscle repair. In fact, tart cherries have been studied extensively in athletes. But what's even more impressive is what they can do for seniors. Several clinical trials have shown that tart cherry juice reduces post-exercise soreness, improves recovery, and even enhances mobility in older adults. One study from the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that runners who drank tart cherry juice for a week before a race experienced less pain and faster recovery afterward. Another from Oregon Health and Science University showed that tart cherry juice reduced muscle damage and inflammation without side effects. A big plus for older individuals looking for gentle, effective options. But the magic doesn't stop at muscles. Tart cherries naturally contain melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. For seniors who struggle with staying asleep or waking too early, this is an important bonus. And as we know, deep sleep is when your muscles heal most efficiently. I'll never forget Paul, my 68-year-old neighbor, who told me, "Every morning feels like I'm walking on cement." After 2 weeks of drinking unsweetened tart cherry juice after dinner, he woke up saying, "It's like I gave my body permission to heal." How to enjoy them? Try 100% unsweetened tart cherry juice, just 4 to 6 ounces is enough, or sprinkle dried tart cherries on oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or try them in capsule form. Transition. Next up is a jewel-toned fruit that doesn't just taste like energy, it helps fuel it at the cellular level. 3. Pomegranate, the circulation-boosting power fruit. Think of this as a natural energizer for your muscles and your motivation. Pomegranates, with their brilliant red seeds, are a treasure trove of antioxidants, especially polyphenols like punicalagin, which combat oxidative stress, one of the main causes of muscle fatigue and slowed recovery in aging bodies. But their standout feature is their effect on circulation. Pomegranates naturally boost nitric oxide production, which widens blood vessels and increases oxygen delivery to muscles. For aging muscles that are starving for nutrients and oxygen, this boost can dramatically improve stamina, strength, and recovery. One study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed pomegranate extract before activity had less fatigue and improved exercise tolerance. Another trial showed faster recovery and less muscle soreness, even in people who didn't exercise heavily. For seniors who feel winded after walking upstairs or stiff after gardening, this can be life-changing. Pomegranates also support mitochondrial health. Think of mitochondria as the batteries of your muscle cells. When they function better, so do you. And just like George, my 74-year-old patient who began drinking a small glass of pomegranate juice before tending his flower beds, you might just find yourself moving easier, staying active longer, and recovering faster. How to enjoy it? Drink 4 to 6 ounces of 100% juice, no added sugar, toss the seeds on yogurt or salads, or blend them into smoothies. Just be mindful of sugar content if you're watching your blood sugar. Our next fruit may be wrinkled and overlooked, but don't be fooled. What it lacks in appearance, it makes up for in muscle-strengthening magic. 4. Prunes, the wrinkled secret to muscle growth. They've long been known for digestion, but their secret strength lies in your muscles. Prunes, or dried plums, are packed with polyphenols and antioxidants like rutin and chlorogenic acid, which fight inflammation and protect muscle tissue from degeneration. But that's just scratching the surface. Prunes also stimulate IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1, a hormone critical for muscle repair and growth. This means they don't just prevent muscle loss, they may actually help you build new muscle even after 60. One fascinating lab study showed that prune extract enlarged muscle cells and increased protein synthesis, the very process required to maintain strength and function. They're also a rich source of boron, a mineral that helps your body metabolize vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium, all essential for muscle and bone health. Not to mention, their fiber helps stabilize blood sugar, sustain energy, and improve nutrient absorption, which directly affects how well your body rebuilds and fuels muscle. When I suggested prunes to Helen, a skeptical 76-year-old who laughed, "Aren't those just for people with slow bowels?" She reluctantly agreed to try 5 each morning. A month later, she called and said, "It's like I oiled my joints." Serving tips: eat them straight from the bag, chop into oatmeal, add to smoothies, or blend with nuts for a simple energy ball, naturally sweet and surprisingly powerful. Now for our final fruit, one you've probably been eating since childhood. But what's hidden in its peel might surprise you. 5. Apple, the everyday defender of muscle mass. An apple a day might not just keep the doctor away, it might keep sarcopenia at bay. Apples are often celebrated for heart health and fiber, but they also contain ursolic acid, primarily in their peel, a plant compound shown to stimulate muscle growth and reduce muscle breakdown. Animal studies published in Cell Metabolism showed that ursolic acid increased muscle mass and reduced atrophy. Human studies are beginning to echo those results, suggesting that ursolic acid may also raise IGF-1 and lower myostatin, a protein that suppresses muscle growth. In simple terms, less myostatin equals more strength potential. Apples are also a great source of quercetin, an antioxidant that protects mitochondrial health, ensuring your cells produce energy efficiently. And don't overlook their pectin-rich fiber, which improves digestion, reduces inflammation, and regulates blood sugar, all indirectly supporting better nutrient absorption and muscle performance. I remember Mr. David, 79 years old and still tending his own garden. "I always eat my apple with the peel," he said. "Keeps me young, keeps me regular, keeps me moving." And science suggests he might be onto something. Serving ideas: eat whole with the peel. Choose organic if possible. Slice into oatmeal, pair with almond butter, or dice into salads. Low in glycemic load, easy to digest, and a quiet daily boost for your muscles. Let's recap. Avocado, healthy fats to fight inflammation. Tart cherries, muscle recovery and deeper sleep. Pomegranate boosts blood flow and energy. Prunes stimulates muscle growth, rich in boron apples. Strengthens muscle from the peel in. None of these require pills, powders, or perfect planning. Just consistency, curiosity, and care. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. You just need to invite these fruits onto your plate, one by one. They're tools, gentle ones, made by nature, backed by science, and ready to serve you. Whether you're walking the dog, gardening, dancing, or simply getting up without effort, strength matters, and so does the freedom that comes with it. So the next time you reach for a snack, remember this: every bite can be a small, powerful act of self-preservation. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Senior Health for more doctor-guided insights. And in the comments, tell me, which of these fruits do you already enjoy? And how do you use them? Let's grow stronger together, naturally, joyfully, and wisely. Until next time, take good care.